What is going on, guys? It's Dip here again. I was recommended this video from the guy who used to do the Naval Warship Training Academy videos, Commander Fu. So shout out. It was good to get in touch with that guy. He actually was the reason why I started these videos. I was looking for more content in that same category, so I thought I'd try to fill the gap with the stuff that I knew. So one thing that a couple of the players that I've been working with have been doing that I wanted to go over is something on the whole like aircraft equipment stuff. So for free players, the R77 and the AGM are going to be your main two equipment choices for damage. They're free to obtain, they're free to upgrade, they're the most bang for your buck. Pretty much everyone, even top level players, still use them until they get, an Imperial missile or something really, really strong like that. And even then, some of the players in top 20, top 15 Navy Proving Grounds, at least in my server block, still use R77 and AGM. Actually, the top player still uses the AGM. I think it's Cal B in the server block, but he still uses the AGM missile. So it's a free missile, it's cheap, and it's honestly one of the best in the game. So a lot of people typically go for them. Usually for an aircraft setup, you're gonna go for the R77 because it gives you that aircraft attack. This bonus right here. If you're going for a warship build, you're probably going to be going for the AGM for the electronic countermeasure that's on it. But a lot of people typically, when they're first starting out, they'll go for, if you look in the handbook, they'll use the ones. They'll like try to find like the R77 1. Like these Roman numerals matter in this game. So the problem with this is that they get capped at, so 1 can be upgraded to 2, and you can take the 2 all the way to +4 red, which, these are decent stats if you're just starting out, but honestly you're just wasting the cores and the resources going forward because you get capped right here. Whereas, the R77 that starts off as an IIS all the way down here, right? R77 IIS, which you can get from, you can see, Blackjack, all 5-star planes, actually a lot of the freebies that you get from those draws, the supply depot, you can get this missile from all the freebies. This one can be upgraded all the way to the V+4, which is basically an end game missile. This honestly gives you some of the highest attack in the entire game if you're looking at it from a raw percentage standpoint. So if you're going from here, what is that, 104, 144, gives you almost 212 or 210, something like that, like 200% attack stats. Now it's combined overall and aircraft attack, but it gives you a ridiculous amount of damage, which is more than actually the Imperial missile +2, 120 + 60. That's 180. So the R77 gives you more raw damage specific to your aircraft than that. Now, boost morale, there's something to be said for all of these bonus stats that are also worth something, but just from raw damage, R77 is going to give you a ton of damage. The problem is a lot of people now know how, especially after my standard setup game, standard setup video, I've gone over a lot of the ways to get it to this IV +2, which honestly is just hitting pirates. Going from IIS all the way to IV +2 is entirely just hitting pirates. And I'll actually just take a missile because for the purpose of this video I need to anyway. But for this video, one of the things that I'm going to kind of show people is how to go from IV +2 to that V+4 as efficiently as possible. So I've already done some of this, but Commander Fu pointed out that I never made a video or never put this information specifically in my how to get that equipment video, which, this is, I guess the level 2 of that old video that I made. So basically, this is going to be after, so go watch that other video if you don't know what I'm talking about with the R77 missile or the AGM missile or how to get them in the first place. But see, I have 4 of these Vs piled up. I'm saving them to go. Let me actually take it off of my LinkedIn for the video. So I have a V+3, right? And if I wanted to go upgrade it to a V+4, I need another V+3, but it can be gray. Okay, requirements, I have the one, I need another one that's gray. Right, so I don't need to have more cores, I just need more of those V things. So the first thing I got to do is take another one, right? One of the basic ones, the gray ones here. I got to get this to +2. If I want to get it to +2, I need 7 of them. I have 4 of those 7. I don't think I have actually the V matrices to do this right now, so I won't be able to make it +3 or +4 for myself tonight. That's just going to come from more pirate hitting, and this is just hitting pirates above level 21 can get you to the IV +2 equipment. You will not be able to get to the V equipment until you can hit pirate 30s or above. Pirate 30s or above start dropping these quantum matrix boxes. I actually hope that I didn't break them already. Yeah. Okay. So I have 1, right? The 1s, these quantum matrix box 1s, you get from pirate level 21 and above. Okay. See if it doesn't tell you anywhere. Quantum matrix box 2s, which I don't have any of, but I actually can go grab them if I needed them. Quantum matrix box 2s come from pirates level 30 to 32. And quantum matrix box 3s, these guys, come from pirate level 34 and up. 34, 35, 36. And the biggest benefit of using these is you just have an increased chance of getting these quantum matrix Vs, because Roman numeral 5. But basically you're going to use the 3s and the 4s to upgrade equipment to level 4, and then you're going to break the level 4 equipment instead of leveling it up to level 5, so you could just straight up buy level 5 equipment. Now these I was planning on taking to 5 because I just had some quantum matrices, but if I wanted to take these 3 I could, because I already have the AGM missile, so I might as well just bring those up. But for the remainder of them, I'm probably just going to buy more V missiles, right? And if you need to go buy them, it's in the shard exchange over here. I believe it's in the equipment shard exchange where you would buy carrier stuff. It's in Type V equipment selection chest right here, and you get these shards here. So I don't have enough of them. I have 90 of 1.28K that you need for it. You get these by upgrading or by breaking Type 3 and Type IV, so Type 3 and Type 4 equipment, which includes smart skins and stuff from planes that are in that caliber. But for the most part, what we're going to want to do is after you're at IV and have all of your equipment at that IV level, or IV +2 specifically, you're really going to have a lot of these matrices start stacking up, right? I have 955 3s, and before I did this, because I did this the other day, I had like 200 and something of these quantum matrix 4s. And all you're doing is you're going to use those free 5-star planes that you get from the supply depot here that everyone always says are useless. All the free ones, like the pack fats, these guys. So if I deca draw really quick, I'll probably get a couple of them, an Apache and a Stratofortress, right? All those freebies that you get, you filter for them. Disassemble. Nope, I don't want to disassemble that. Just 5-star. Why does Red Baron show up in that? That makes no sense. Red Baron's not a 5-star. Alright, whatever. So any of them, if you do like the quick disassembly, right? I would just say 5-star. Okay, there we go. So disassemble 5-star, right? It'll disassemble all of these 5-star things. I'm gonna actually take off the green ones because I use those for quests. Not this because I love this thing. Disassemble, and you're gonna get a bunch of stuff, right? A bunch of, smart skin, IIS equipment, look at that, 3 AIM-4 missiles, and a bunch of uranium back if you level the planes up at all. But all you're gonna do is take that. Let's go with the AIM missiles, right? I'm gonna upgrade them all to 3, and it does take gold. So that is a problem. It does take a decent amount of gold, but it is still cheaper than to do it the other way, right? aim 3, and take it to 4. I'm going to actually do 2 of them right here. Take those to 4. So now I got 2 aim 4 missiles. I typically, this is where I can take it to 5 if I really needed to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm then going to disassemble them. Okay, so that there are my, where are they? These aim 4 missiles. I get 240 of those shards that I was talking about, where I needed the 1.28k. I'm going to choose that, disassemble. I'm actually going to choose the 3 right here, disassemble that. The other 3 here, disassemble that, and while I'm at it, I'm going to disassemble this Graf Zeppelin because I don't need it, and these are unrelated to the video. Those are just carrier things that I don't need. Disassemble everything, gives me those shards, and then you move on to the next stuff. So you can do this with everything, right? All of those IIS equipment pieces that I got, I can do it with every single one of those. So then this guy, he's not worth it. If you didn't get the equipment, it'll just give you IIS stuff because you can't upgrade this. But these 3 APS navs, I can upgrade all 3 of those. So if I go to the Naver system, I can upgrade these 3. 1, 2, 3. It'll use my Quantum Matrix 3s, 450 gold. I'm not going to upgrade them anymore because I don't have as many IVs because I did all this yesterday. Disassemble, Navar, click, 90 more of those shards, choose, and disassemble, right? And you get more of that. Ideally, you want to take them to 4, or Roman numeral V, IV, because you get more shards. But it's totally acceptable to just do the other way because you still get a decent amount of them. It's just more economical to get them to 4 first and then break them. And then you just stockpile all the broken ones up until you have, see now I have 480 out of that 1.28k. And once you do, right, you get this chest and you straight up pick the thing you need, right? You straight up pick, in this case, you could pick R77V. But you can straight up pick, right, an AGM missile here, get another V right off the bat, and add that to what you're going to be leveling things up. So it's a faster way to get V equipment than just hammering pirates for endless hours on end. And it actually makes use of those 5-star things that everyone just kind of just has stockpiling. Like if I look down here, right, I have, a ridiculous amount of these. That's not even at like the Apaches yet, the B2s, here's all the Apaches. F-22s, PackFat, like they just stockpile over so long, right? So all of those you can make actual use out of them, and I think that's a really, really effective way to start leveling up your equipment for cheap, and then start getting those free pieces of equipment to that high level of competition. Like again, guys, my entire goal here is to make content to make really lower level players or cheaper players way more competitive. I think this game has a ton of potential. It's super, super fun. I just think that the developers need to start making more competitive things to do and try to like advertise it a little bit more. And honestly, if they bring down the price of certain things, I think they would end up making a lot more money in the long run, especially if they televise the competitive aspect of it, because there's a lot of strategy that goes into this game, which is the content that I like making. But people keep asking for stuff like this. So this is an easy way to get those cheap, free, actually not just cheap, free pieces of equipment to top level gear. Like I said, the best player in our server block, not in the game, Cal B, uses this AGM V Eternal +4. Right? So if the best player in our server block, number 1, cannot be beat by literally anyone in our block, uses this missile, I bet you could get some use out of it too, and it's completely free. So no complaining about, oh, you need money to get those. You don't. You just need to know how to play the game. All right. That is the end of this one, I believe. If there's any questions on it, I'm on server 420. Come message me. We're currently helping out the Bad Alliance get DLV, so I'm not in gun right now, but I will be back to gun shortly. A couple more days. But anyway, if you have any questions, just shoot me a message on there. If not, I am going to try to start going live for Bermuda battles, not even on my own server, but looking at high-level servers, looking at 363 where O20 and C are fighting, looking at 343 with NFG, and some of those really, really high-level players that are super strong. just kind of analyzing those fights live. So if people are interested in that, please shoot me a message. I'd be more than happy to do that. It just depends on if I can get enough people where I'm not just talking to myself at 7 in the morning East Coast time. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you for watching. I will be posting, I'll be making more videos tonight, and I'll be posting more throughout the next week or two. All right, later.